So guys, I'm coming at you today from inside my little sauna. Would you believe this used to be a little pig shed? People who owned the house before me had a pig living out here. So I decided to convert it into a little sauna. Never done it before, but had a look on the internet and followed some ideas from the internet. Anyway, let's get on with this post about Carrera. So this is my review of the Carrera catalogue. Now it's going to be a very short review, and when I go inside I'll give you a couple of reasons why, but let's go and have a look at the Carrera catalogue, and it's my personal opinion, okay? So don't get hurt or upset, it's my opinion. We all have different cars we like and we dislike, and unlike some other people, I don't like every single car. I have some cars I like and some cars I don't. And I'll talk about what I like, and I won't bother saying much about what I don't like, because other people might love them. So anyway, I'm going to go and go inside the house. We have a little chat about the releases from Carrera in 2024 upcoming. Okay guys, before we start, we're in the house now, and this is going to be a very short review of the Carrera stuff, and stuff that I am interested in. I'm not going to go through the zillions of cars that to me all look very similar. I'll pinpoint a few cars I'd be interested in, and I'll pinpoint a few cars that I think are terribly ugly. But let me start by saying something. Here, I have a Chevy. I have a Corvette already, okay? I don't need it in 10 different liveries. I don't need it in 10 different company makes. So that's a supercar. What is it? GP3 or something? I have a Lamborghini. Now, these came with a set. Not my choice, I wanted a set. The other cars in the sets at the time were even less interesting to me. So I have a Lamborghini. I don't need it in a ton of different colours. It's a Lamborghini. Supercars. They came with a set. I have a Lancia. Came with a set. I have this ugly monstrosity. Came with a set. Also similar to a cut and shut job, like you'll hear me saying later on one of the new cars. It's like two cars put together. Like someone crashed and they welded this piece on and then decided to stick two big lumps of plastic. I know that's what the car looks like, but to me it's terribly ugly. But it was in the set of 3 with the Retro Grand Prix. So I have that. I don't want any more of them. There's some pretty ugly colour schemes of them around. I have a Lancia, came with a set. And I also have a Porsche that came with a set, which is somewhere in my room. And that's my only Porsche. So I have a Porsche. I don't need a million different Porsches in tons of different colours. Okay? But there's one Porsche particularly I do like in the new collection. And we'll get to that. That's okay. I like that. I like the Lancia. It's nice. So, yeah. Oh, and I have BMW M4s. Again, tons and tons of M4s, different liveries, collectors, yeah, great, buy them all. The Carrera do fantastic liveries, the details, the colours, fantastic, absolutely. And if you're a collector and you'll want them all, I can fully understand that. I'm only interested in racing, and I'm a bit of an old fogey, to be honest with you. So the supercars, they don't do it for me. There's only a few I would buy. Here's one I bought, the M4, the BMW M4, okay? And I like that. And I run it. In this one I've one magnet in, I've the center magnet gone, I've the back magnet left in. Most of them I take the magnets out. And yeah, they don't grip so good and they slide around. But if you're racing with 2 of them and they both have magnets out, they both handle similar, and I can use weight to make them handle. So it's still an even race for 2 people, or for 4 on a 4-lane track. So that's nice. Yeah. But I have an M4, so why do I want another 6 of them in different liveries, Yeah, if there's a favourite livery, if there's a particular team you love and you want to get that livery, fair enough, go and buy it. But for me, again, you know, what are these? Group 3? I don't know. I was a motorcyclist all my life. And I've had cars, as you know, Volkswagens and Minis and BMW, Binis, as well as Minis. But that's really it. Like I'm not, I wasn't, I followed Formula One and I followed some NASCAR and watched some IndyCar, stuff like that. But I wasn't a huge fan of Group 3 racing. I used to enjoy the old British Touring Car Championships. And so there's sort of a crossover between Touring Car Championships and supercars. But, there's a lot. And I'll buy one of each, say. And then if I have an M4, I have an M4. If I have a Lamborghini, I have a Lamborghini. So you got to understand where I'm coming from, okay? I'm coming from an old fogey who likes unusual cars, quirky cars. I like the Legend series of cars. I like the older cars, the older BMWs, the Datsuns, stuff like that. So you got to understand where I'm coming from. So after that disclaimer, here's a very short review of just what I saw interesting in the Carrera catalogue. If it's not here, for me, it's not interesting at all. If it's not in this little post, it's not interesting. Okay? So don't be offended. Again, don't be offended. But at least I'm saying what I think is unnice, what I don't like, and what I do like. And I'm not liking every single car just for votes and likes and sponsorships. Okay? So I'll just give you what I like and what I don't like. And there we go. I'm actually quite gentle in this. I'm not. I was worse in the Carrera or in the Sky Electrics review. I've still to do what is it? The review of the BRM cars and the review of the Revo slot and all. That'll come. Let's get this one over with. Let's go. Okay, so here we go. Here's the front page of the catalogue, and quite a nice artistic drawing of a supercar, sports car. Let's get inside and have a look at what we have to see. Now, just to say, here we go, sports cars. We have an M3 BMW and a Chevrolet Corvette. I have a Chevrolet, I have an M4, so I'm not really interested. But for collectors, I'm sure people love these. This amazing liveries and logos and everything's out there, and people like to collect all the different liveries. But for me, I have my collection of supercars. The BMW 320. What an ugly car. They used to call cars like this cut and shut in Ireland and England. It's like two cars joined together. Look at that front end. This is not associated at all with the rest of the car. It's like two cars crashed, joined in together and welded them. What an ugly car, moving on swiftly. And here we have the Audi. I've no Audis, but they all look the same as all the other cars. The pretty ugly car. And anything to do with Valentino Rossi. Rossi reminds me of Krusty the Clown, just like Patrick Mahomes from the Chiefs. So, yeah, hopefully go 49ers. Let's win the Super Bowl. And here we have the Volkswagen bus. As a collector, I'd definitely buy it. As a racer, I'm not so sure. Maybe I'll buy it in the future. The Peace and Love version is, for me, not what I'd be into at all. But this version, very nice. Okay, now the Porsche. I already have a Porsche, but I'll definitely buy this to complement the Lola. And the BMW M1, I'd go for that because I remember having, I think it was the Sky Electrics one years ago in Pioneer colours. And the trucks, I'm not sure about the trucks. I think sometimes they look a bit goofy, and I prefer to go for something like the cab units that someone like Fly produces, more realistic. So here's some cars I am interested in. Definitely the M1s in this colour, in this livery. Very nice, in 124 and 132. I had a Porsche. I don't want any more Porsches, but I would go for this one. If it's not in a limited edition, silly price, I would definitely go for this. Definitely, and in Evolution if they have it. The Ferrari, yes, I like the Ferrari. I like red. I've no red cars. Why am I buying a Ferrari? No red cars. Let's go with that one. And I'm not really into Le Mans cars, but this particular car, this Lola, is really nice. So yeah, that would probably be on the list in evolution, hopefully. This set I would definitely go for. The only set I'm interested in, the NASCAR, is really nice. I'd get it in evolution because I need some track and extra controllers. So it makes sense for me. I would definitely have bought the NASCARs anyway. So to come in a set, I will wait till the set's out in the evolution and I'll buy that set definitely. Just a pity it wasn't bigger. Carrera gives bigger tracks. Okay, so here's the NASCAR. On the left and on the right is the ugly car. Don't even think about that. It's terrible looking. It's ridiculous. Let's moving on from that to the next two shots, which are NASCARs. Very nice, very tasty. And I'll definitely be getting those in evolution if they're in evolution. If not, I'll get them in the digital one. And lastly, we have the Carrera hybrid system. Do I want to buy this track? Definitely not. No interest. Zero interest. I'm into slot car racing. But there's a question I need to ask. Here's the cars now. They're pretty simple looking, not very interesting. Maybe when they come out, they'll have a bit more details, And but the question is, what you see next? And I want an answer to this. No one's answered it yet. It says off track, so that means they can race. They don't need the computerized track. They don't need the track that links to the internet that we can race with other people. I'd like to know, can we race these on our existing slot car tracks without the little tires getting stuck in the grooves? And if you have a track with barriers all around, a couple of these, you might have a bit of a fun running it around the track using your phone to control it. But I have yet to see anyone show them running around a slot car track, a plastic slot car track, like Carrera already has. Can these run properly without getting stuck in the grooves on our Carrera tracks?